Hello everyone, and welcome to Bronzcasters. My name is Steej, and I'm joined here in the booth with the transcendental SimplyNickish. Welcome in, Nick. How are you today?
I'm good. I always look forward to which word you're going to pull out.
I didn't have one, and I had to make it up on the spot.
I don't even know what it means, but I'll take it.
I barely know what it means.
I am feeling great and very much looking forward to a good game of Overwatch. A big thank you to Fire Red Dress, who sent in this replay for us to cast.
Thank you very much for getting that replay in.
So, start off Blizzard World is, I do really like this map. I do find as an attacking side, getting past this first choke is the hardest thing to do.
It can be, yeah.
So, you can see already, you know, the blue team is starting off with a Widow. I hate playing against Widow in this first choke because it's just so hard to push through. You really just gotta either rush forward behind a solid tank and just try and bum rush it, or you've got to try and get a good pick off here. And we're going with a Genji on the red side to try and get in behind them and take that and get that pick off here.
Absolutely, yeah. I think if the red team is able to get a good flank down from that Genji, it's really going to help them push through this point. We do have an interesting tank matchup here. We've got the Zarya versus the D.Va, which is very Zarya strong, not very D.Va favored in that case. I would know I play quite a bit of D.Va, and I hate playing against Zaryas. We've already got a big snipe down onto the soldier on the red team from the Widow, but a quick res from the Mercy. Wow, a big melee kill onto the Genji from the healer on the blue team. Wow, that's a great play. Soldier trying to get through the choke point here, and it looks like the blue team is defending relatively well, but the red team able to make their way through the initial choke with a big snipe onto the Moira.
You can very easily get pushed back from here with just a couple of kills, and this is where the Widow starts to really come into play.
Absolutely.
I do think it's quite weird, the D.Va. I don't think D.Va's good for this first point. You want a big, meaty shield in the way to stop them getting through that first choke, but they're already on point here with a couple of kills from the Zarya, and they're just bum rushing it. I
mean, as with most D.Va gameplay, I think a big strength of her defense comes from that defense matrix. And if you're able to use it relatively well, I think she could be just fine defending here. I think the problem is that she's playing against a Zarya, and she cannot absorb Zarya's laser. And so she's just running into that instance there. As the blue team is able to make their way back and defend against the point. Red team makes it all the way to the second tick onto the point, but the blue team's able to make it back and possibly completely defend it. Yeah, the last of the red team's going down, and here we are. They haven't completely captured the point.
I have to say, that's really impressive. So often, once you get onto that point and you're pushed back, it's really hard to get back on. But some really nice early picks, and a good pick there from the Ana as well, and really good hold, honestly.
And now the Genji's going in by themselves. The DPS is not having a great time, possibly finding out the hard way that you need to go in with your team.
Yeah, this is a team game, Overwatch, unfortunately.
The Mercy somehow getting the res onto the Genji on the red team. Somehow doing that in the middle of the teams. That was actually something else. Coalescence from the red team Moira coming out and getting two of the blue team down. Oh, and it is an absolute bloodbath. A complete team kill onto the blue team from the red team. And they're able to finish up the point. What an assault.
Yeah, really impressive, especially considering the early picks as well, you know, and the Genji going in and getting picked off. I didn't think they'd have it in them, but honestly, really great coalescence. And we talk about this a lot, but the ult economy is so important in Overwatch, and they handled it really well there.
Absolutely. You know, they were able to stack just the right ults, and it really ended up working out for them. D.Va's going to be demech'd as...
in a really bad spot
here. Really bad spot. The red team Genji actually starting to put in some work with a big ultimate that maybe we can get a replay for, because we did not get a good visual on that. It happened somewhere.
There'll be a replay now.
Yeah.
A nice little push here. They can just sit on point and wait for the blue to regroup, and they're going to make a lot of ground here with a good amount of time on the clock.
Absolutely. The blue team trying to regroup. So a ball switch here might work out a little bit better for them, vice D.Va. And but we're going to see if that works out for them or not. Still might not be the best matchup, but probably better than D.Va. A big Kiriko Kitsune rush coming out from the blue team. It's the only ultimate they have. They can't really stack out anything with that, although the red team Zarya is holding on to her grab here. We're going to see if she's maybe able to use it. She's got some... Yeah, there it is. I was wondering whenever it was going to come out. Suzu coming down from the Kiriko, but it's not going to be enough. Only able to take down the Kiriko on the blue team, but they are still continuing their assault while the hamster boy continues his annoying backline pursuits. And the red team's
that's a big play.
Probably going to pull out the win here on this point.
Yeah, I think there's just too much pressure here from the Zarya, and there's honestly not enough damage with the DPS that they've got to get through the Zarya, I don't think. Especially with a Mercy and Moira behind them, but this Tracer's really going to work here. Trying to do as much as they can with the ball in the front. They might have enough here.
Ball was actually doing really well at keeping the point locked down. He has not died yet. He is a tanky boy.
Oh my
and they're
God.
actually pushing back the red team between the ball and Tracer. They're able to keep everyone off.
What an unusual combo that we really don't see that often, but this Ball Tracer duo just put in some serious work there to hold that off.
Red team Soldier holding on to the visor, unable to use it before going down due to the hamster on the blue team. We've got another pulse bomb. The Tracer's looking at it. Is she going to try to get in the back line and use it? I think she's looking for an opportunity. They're kind of grouped up here.
Absolutely.
And I think she's looking for it, but we didn't end up seeing it. We've got to change to the Junker Queen on the red team as well. Let's see how that fares against the ball. I mean, we've seen a lot of interesting matchups with tanks this game, but you've got to make those switches if you feel like it's not working.
Yeah, absolutely. And here we got the Genji Tracer 1v1.
A little bit of a 1v1.
I think Tracer wins this.
Oh, and a big stick out to the boy. She's unable to fade away. What a beautiful stick that was.
Oh my God, this Tracer is going to town. And then another kill on the Mercy. What an absolute pain.
Junker Queen getting the suck, unable to do anything about it. Red Team Moira is going to be coming back with the Coalescence ready to go. I think it looks like they've got that. They can maybe stack it with the Genji ult. Blue Team's only sitting on Nano currently, but they almost have Wrecking Ball ult as well. So we're going to there it is.
You see the switch to Orisa here, and you see when this happens, and you tend to find tanks are swapping and changing, you know you're a bit on the back foot here.
And there they are stacking the ults.
Sure what works.
Sleep Dart coming out. It doesn't look like they were able to hit anybody with it. And the red team is making their assault, seeing if they're able to get anybody with that. Fire Red Dress on the Torbjorn with a big ultimate. Oh my God, what a beautiful play by the blue team, Moira. And they are unable to make it to the second point. They are going to get 1 point.
Oh my God. What an unbelievable hold. When they had 3 minutes on the clock after that first point. And that switch to the ball was just what a play that is with the Tracer. Fantastic.
It really ended up working out. I don't know if you see ball too much on defense. I think it kind of just depends on the map and the game type. I really wasn't sure what to expect there, but the ball was somehow, even though he's kind of a dive tank, was able to play rather defensively, and he would just build up those ultimates and just lay the mines out all over the point. And it was just like, at that point, the red team couldn't do anything about it for a solid, I don't know, how long? The mines last for a while.
3 minutes.
A solid couple of seconds, maybe like 30 seconds or so. They're on there for a while, and the red team just couldn't follow up.
What I find really interesting is conceptually, a Ball and Tracer combo works really, really well because one of Ball's strength is you separate. You force people backwards and forwards, and you separate.
Divide and conquer.
Yeah, exactly. And a Tracer thrives in that division.
Absolutely.
Getting into that backline. So actually, as a combo, I think without the Tracer, I think the Ball could have held their own a little bit, but not nearly as well. But the combination of the two and them working together worked really, really well there.
So this is
interesting that...
Oh, go. No, please continue.
I was going to say, really interesting that the red are choosing D.Va
That's exactly what I was about to say.
Works. I mean... And you can see them sticking with the ball on the offense, and I like this.
Red Team
clearly worked
playing
for them.
a little far up, maybe just trying to get a little bit of initial damage down, but quickly backing up, trying to use that defense matrix against. Now the blue team has a Bastion, but the ball on the blue team is going to dive in and start that divide and conquering a little bit. He's able to back up and mitigate a little bit of damage. And the Tracer's now trying to get a little bit of pick into the back line here, doing a little bit of diving.
I think Bastion is one of the better ones against the D.Va, though, because outside of the Matrix, you absolutely shred them.
Yeah, I mean, the defense Matrix is very strong against the Bastion, but if the Bastion times things right and pays attention to how much D.Va is using the defense Matrix, he can really shred through the team.
But a nice early pick. The Tracer dived in a little too far without the division there and got herself killed, so... We're back at the original choke. Yeah. The Genji here just playing up.
Tracer going into the entire backline, the entire team, is not the best thing to do. Not always the best.
But they're slowly making their way, and you see Tracer going in on the left, and again, just getting clapped by the Soldier.
A big experience from GeForce in-game, appearing at the top right of my screen. That was huge. I'm sorry. Genji going into the blue team backline, taking down the healer. Big ult coming down from the Genji. The Bastion's not paying attention. He's trying to see if he's able to take down the Bastion, and that's going to be a second kill onto the blue team backline from the Genji.
Really good play there. The Bastion just wasn't paying attention whatsoever and just got caught with his pants down.
I was really wondering if the Genji was going to have to use Reflect. I don't think he had it up, so I was wondering if the Bastion was going to pick up on him even being there, and it just didn't work out for him. He ended up going down. I think the Genji was paying attention to that deflect regardless, the Bastion was paying attention to the deflects, or maybe not.
From the ball. That was an incredible stomp down there
to kill the
Genji, and that opens it up.
Coalescence coming out. Wrecking Ball ultimate coming out. Mines are down on the point. He's trying to maybe push some people into them. The red team is trying to get into a good position to where they can defend at the same time. D.Va Bomb coming out.
D.Va Bomb.
The blue team able to get away from it, not taking any big damage or any big casualties from it.
And they're just kind of, it's a bit of a stalemate
and it's just
on the point here.
Now. The D.Va, I'm sorry, not the D.Va, the Moira diving into the red team backline, seeing if they can do any damage in the back, and they're going to go down. A little bit of a problem there, not really healing their team, which might have helped a little bit while trying to put the damage into the middle of all of the healing. I don't know, maybe could have played that one a little bit better, but we do like to see the enthusiasm.
And great work from the Soldier there on the red team Magpad. You see what he did there is he hangs back a bit. He saw the Moira jump in, hangs back a bit, and is ready to take out that Moira. Takes him out and then pushes forward to get the second kill.
And now we have
Blue off the point, and now it's a reset.
The D.Va on D.Va action here. We're going to see if it's going to end up working out for either of the D.Vas here. Who's going to be the best one? Genji using his deflect as being dived on by D.Va and the blue team Soldier. That was a nice isolation by the D.Va in order for her team to follow up. But the red team is going to pop the visor as well as the Coalescence. The D.Va can't do anything against that. It's going to go down. We have Coalescence taking down much of the blue team. Different casualties on either side, but it looks like the red team might be coming out on top here.
Yeah, it was huge from the D.Va to take out the Soldier just during the sights, but the Coalescence from the red Moira was phenomenal there. Really holding, and that's it. I think they've got nothing left in the tank. Literally, the tank is dead.
I'm a big... Nice, I like that. I liked the... I'm always a fan of seeing a baby D.Va kill.
From them. That was a huge... We missed that. Let's go back and watch this Genji here on the replay.
Real quick.
That was a huge Dragon Blade. And I think that's all she wrote.
Wow. The blue team is trying their final touch, seeing if they can... get something with the D.Va Bomb, unable to get anything with the bomb itself, trying to hold down the point, make a little bit of a pressure here, but it's not going to happen with the D.Va. Soldier coming out with the visor on the blue team, and they are unable to touch. That is the end of the game. Wow, what an absolute
I love what Moira
thrill.
did at the end there as well. I don't know if you caught that, but the Moira right at the end, just sitting in the face of the D.Va Bomb. And then just phasing out the second it hits.
Trying to time it.
Right in the face. Yeah.
What an absolute BM. That was amazing. What a game, Nick. I really wasn't sure what to expect whenever the red team was only able to push to 1 point. They didn't even get to the second point, but then whenever it came time for them to play defense, they absolutely dominated. That was an incredible game. Short as it was, I was on the edge of my seat.
I think it was, it all comes down to this moment here where the red team get on site, they push the blue back, and then they come back in for a counter-attack and take the point. And once they took the point after that, the red just couldn't get through that first choke. I think they really, really struggled. So, all in all, what a fantastic game. A great showing by the red defense. And hey, if you want us to cast your bronze games, please send them in. The link is in the description below. We really love casting these games, and we'd love to cast yours too. So, send us in your replay codes. And that was the end of my sentence.
All right, you heard it from the man. Get those replays in. And until next time, my name is Steej.
I've been SimplyNickish.
Have a great day.
Ciao.